They're big, really big. And they're fascinating to the thousands of visitors who shuffle through the horticulture tent each year at the State Fair of Virginia.
People love to see the animals, they love to see the rides, they love to get the food, but this is something unlike they've ever seen probably before in their lives. And this is a really exciting opportunity to showcase agriculture and get people excited about what it's possible to grow in your backyard.
Every spring, a group of giant vegetable enthusiasts plant pumpkin and watermelon seeds from past winters and spend every day of the summer nursing them to an enormous size.
You got to keep a fan on it, especially in a humid environment. It causes disease if you don't keep air moving around it. You can keep the bugs off of it. They can then introduce bacteria and viruses to your plant, create rot in your pumpkin.
Then comes the real challenge, moving these behemoths from their home garden to the fairgrounds.
They're big veggies. Takes a little bit going on, so I use some cargo nets and some blankets, make sure they're all nice and safe and comfy for the ride down.
All right. What would happen if one of those suckers slipped?
Well, the sad part is you'd have pumpkin pie on the highway.
Well, at home, if you don't have a tractor, you'll build yourself a tripod with a chain hoist, lift it up, pull a trailer or a truck up underneath of it. If you want to move it while it's on the vine, you got to use a come-along. You just can't move 600 pounds, with, brunt force without hurting yourself. So.
But they're not done yet. Now the giant gourds have to be carefully weighed and put on display. The slightest scratch could lead to disqualification.
Pretty much any crack that goes into the cavity of the pumpkin will disqualify it.
We have a forklift on duty, and it is carefully picking them up. The growers bring straps and tarps with handles, and some of those growers definitely get a workout when they're here picking up pumpkins, because we want to make sure we're careful to make sure that we don't have a pumpkin or a watermelon or a squash bottom out on us before we have the chance to weigh it and get that world record, state record.
So far, the largest pumpkin at the State Fair of Virginia weighed in at 1,340.7 pounds in 2015. An even heavier Virginia pumpkin was weighed at the Tennessee Valley Fair in 2023, coming in at 1,845 pounds. After the weigh-in on the first Saturday of the fair, all the entries spend the rest of the fair on exhibit. Winners take home a few $100s in prize money, but the real rewards for them are bragging rights and the chance to push the envelope with Mother Nature.
Sometimes you let some of the stuff just go to seed and, to collect seeds off of your vegetables and stuff, and you see how massive, say a cucumber will get when you want it to go to seed. A straight 8 will get, 3 inches in diameter and, who knows, 13, 14 inches long. It's just a big cucumber. But then when you get into this world and start looking at different vegetables and stuff, where all the genetics is geared toward growing bigger, it's kind of amazing.
It's an all-year thought process of how I'm going to do what and whatnot. Because like I said, last year my biggest pumpkin was 230 pounds. I didn't have any of these issues. Even though I did have issues this year, I was very happy with the fact that I had these issues because it meant that I had done something special. Every year I'm looking to do better than myself. I like the competition, I like the camaraderie with the other growers here, but in the end I'm really competing against myself. I want to fix the issues from last year, and once I do that, I'm a winner as far as I'm concerned.
When the fair is over and it's time to take their giant gourds home, some contestants make a few extra dollars exhibiting their pumpkins at local stores for the rest of the fall. Many of them sell the seeds to other growers for the genetics. It's a fun hobby with serious roots in agriculture. At the State Fair of Virginia, I'm Norm Hyde.